Okay, real talk, I just did 14 days across 3 different cities with a single carry-on, and I paid exactly $0 in baggage fees. No checked bag. No gate check panic. No standing at a spinning belt praying my suitcase actually made the connection. And no, I did not wear the same crusty outfit for 2 weeks straight either. 1 bag, 14 days, 0 fees. And honestly, after doing it once, I genuinely never want to go back to hauling a giant checked suitcase through an airport ever again. It sounds impossible, I know. Everybody's first reaction is that there's no way you fit 2 weeks of life into something that slides under the seat in front of you. But it's a system, not luck, and once you see it, you can copy the whole thing. So in this video, I'm breaking the entire thing down, start to finish, nothing gate-kept. The exact type of bag I use and why the shape matters more than the brand. How I actually pack it so it stays under the size limit, the airline rules that genuinely matter versus the ones people stress about for no reason, and the sneaky little moves that keep me flying free while other people are tapping their card at the check-in counter. Stick around all the way to the end because the very last tip is the one that saves people the most money, and it's the one almost nobody thinks about until they're already at the airport. This isn't about suffering to save a few bucks. It's about moving through travel like you have a cheat code. Here is why this is even worth caring about. Checked bags are not cheap anymore, and they keep quietly getting pricier. Depending on the airline, the route, and your fare, one checked bag each way can add up to real money, and if your trip has a couple of separate flights in it, you might be paying that fee more than once without even clocking it. Now multiply that across a whole year of travel. That's not a rounding error. That's a nice dinner in a new city, a museum day, a sunset boat thing you'd actually remember. Baggage fees vary a ton, so always check current rules and prices before you book. But the pattern is the same everywhere. The airline makes bag money because most people just accept it as the cost of flying. You don't have to be most people. Let's start with the bag itself, because this is where people mess up on day one. You want a soft-sided carry-on, or a solid travel backpack that fits inside those metal sizing frames you see at the gate. Soft sides matter, and here's the reason: they squish. A hard shell looks clean and rolls nice, but it literally cannot compress a single inch when a gate agent is standing there, eyeballing it. And if it's a hair too big, you're getting sent to check it. A soft bag lets you push, cram, and cinch it down into the limit when you need to. Flexibility is your best friend here. Get something in that carry-on range, ideally with compression straps, and treat it like the foundation of the whole system, because it is. Now the actual packing method, because how you pack matters as much as what you bring. Rule 1. Roll, don't fold. Rolling your clothes saves real space, cuts down on wrinkles, and lets you Tetris every little gap in the bag instead of leaving dead air. Rule 2. Packing cubes. They're not just an aesthetic TikTok thing. They genuinely compress your clothes down and keep your bag from turning into total chaos by day 3 of the trip. I've run 1 cube for tops, 1 for bottoms, and 1 for the random stuff, like socks, underwear, and chargers. When everything has a home, you're not unpacking the whole bag every night just to find 1 shirt. You zip open 1 cube, grab what you need, and you're out the door in seconds. But here's the real secret, and it's not even the bag, it's the capsule wardrobe. This is the thing that separates people who fit 2 weeks in a carry-on from people who swear it's impossible. Pick a tight color palette where basically everything matches everything else. Think neutrals as your base, plus 1 or 2 accent pieces for personality. When every top works with every bottom, 5 or 6 clothing items suddenly turn into 15 different outfits, and nobody in your photos can tell it's the same small pile of clothes on rotation. The mindset is ruthless. You're not packing a shirt you might wear. If it's a maybe, it stays home. Full stop. Every single item earns its spot in the bag by working with at least 2 other things. That one rule changes everything. Now the question everyone screams at their screen: what about 2 whole weeks of clothes? And the answer is embarrassingly simple. You do laundry. I know. Groundbreaking, revolutionary stuff. Toss a couple of laundry detergent sheets in your bag, and somewhere around the midpoint of the trip, you either hit a cheap laundromat, use the accommodations machine, or just wash a few things in the sink and hang them to dry overnight. Suddenly, you only need around 5 days of outfits, no matter how long you're actually gone, because you're just recycling the same solid capsule. This one mindset shift is the entire reason one-bag travel works. People pack for the calendar. 14 days means 14 outfits, when they should be packing for a laundry cycle. Break that habit, and the whole bag shrinks. Toiletries are where a shocking number of people blow the whole plan at security. Liquids usually have to follow a carry-on size limit, and those exact rules can genuinely vary by country and airport, so please check the current rules before you fly instead of guessing. But here's my actual move that sidesteps most of the drama. Go solid. Solid shampoo bar, solid conditioner, an actual bar of soap, a solid deodorant. When it's not a liquid, there's no liquid limit to worry about, nothing counting against your little quart bag, and nothing leaking all over the inside of your one, and only carry on at 30,000 feet. Buy travel-size versions of whatever you can't get solid. And remember, most stuff, like sunscreen or toothpaste, you can just buy cheap when you land. You do not need to transport your entire bathroom. Do not sleep on your personal item, because this is basically a second bag hiding in plain sight. Most airlines let you bring a personal item alongside your carry-on, the thing that slides under the seat in front of you. But the exact allowed size and the rules change by carrier and fare, so check the current policy before you book so you're not surprised at the gate. I use a small sling or a slim backpack for my laptop, my chargers, my headphones, a water bottle, and snacks. So not paying airport prices for a sad $10 sandwich. Pack smart. That personal item easily holds all your tech and your in-flight stuff, which frees up your actual carry-on for nothing but clothes. 2 bags, 0 checked. Still totally within the rules. Here's a travel hack that feels almost illegal but is completely allowed. Wear your bulkiest, heaviest stuff onto the plane. The chunky jacket, the heavy sneakers, the thick hoodie, the jeans that eat half a packing cube. It fits on your body, it's not taking up a single inch in your bag, and it doesn't count against any size or weight limit either. Bonus, planes are always freezing for some reason, so that big jacket instantly becomes your blanket and your pillow the second you sit down. I basically walk on board, wearing my heaviest packing cube, and once we're in the air, I peel the layers off and stuff them in the overhead or under the seat. It looks a little goofy at the gate, sure, but goofy and free beat, stylish, and paying a fee every single time. Let's talk shoes, because shoes are the silent bag killers that wreck more carry-on plans than anything else. They're bulky, they're heavy, they're awkward to pack, and people always overpack them. The rule is simple: 2 pairs, absolute max. One genuinely comfortable pair you can walk 10,000 steps in without your feet filing a complaint, because you will walk way more than you think in a new city. And one slightly nicer pair that dresses up an outfit if you go out somewhere at night. That's it. Then you wear the bulkier of the 2 pairs on the plane and pack the smaller, lighter one flat along the bottom of your bag, ideally stuffed with socks so no space is wasted. You do not need a different shoe for every single vibe. Nobody is judging your feet that hard. Before you ever leave the house, do the thing almost nobody does. Actually measure and weigh your fully packed bag at home. Some airlines quietly enforce a weight limit on carry-ons too, not just the size, and that number changes by carrier and route, so check the current allowance before you book, so there are 0 surprises. A little handheld luggage scale costs almost nothing, and it will save you from the single most humiliating travel moment there is: the frantic repack on the terminal floor while a line of strangers watch as you decide which hoodie you love enough to wear. Measure the dimensions against your specific airline's stated limit. Weigh it, and if it's over, fix it in your bedroom where it's calm instead of at the gate where it's chaos. 5 minutes at home beats a meltdown at the airport. Now, the honest catch. Because I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and pretend this is perfect for everyone. It's not. One bad travel genuinely does not work for every single trip. If you're a photographer hauling camera gear, if you're going on a ski trip with a mountain of cold weather stuff, if you're bringing home a suitcase of gifts, or if you're posting up in one place for a month and want your whole life with you, sometimes just checking a bag actually makes sense, and that's completely fine. And to be super clear, airline rules genuinely differ from carrier to carrier and they change. So always check the current baggage rules and prices before you book any flight. This is a system, not a magic spell, and part of using it well is knowing when not to. But when it does work, and for most normal trips it absolutely works, it feels like a total cheat code. You breeze past the whole checked bag line at the counter. You walk straight off the plane and out of the airport while everyone else is huddled around the carousel watching bags that aren't theirs go by. You never once wonder if your stuff got lost or sent to the wrong continent. You move faster, you stress way less, and every dollar you didn't spend on baggage fees quietly rolls into the actual trip, the food, the experiences, the extra nights somewhere you love. It genuinely changes how travel feels. Lighter bag, lighter head. It turns out a huge amount of travel stress is just physically dragging too much stuff around, and freedom, for real, fits inside one carry-on bag. So let's run the whole system back real quick, so it actually sticks in your head. Get a soft, compressible carry-on, or a travel backpack that fits the sizer. Roll your clothes and use packing cubes to stay organized. Build a tight capsule wardrobe where everything matches so a few pieces make a dozen outfits. Plan to do laundry once mid-trip so you only pack about 5 days. Go solid on toiletries to skip the liquid drama. Load all your tech into your personal item. Wear your bulkiest clothes onto the plane, and weigh the whole thing at home before you go. Nail those 8 moves, and the baggage fee just quietly stops being a thing that happens to you. It becomes something that happens to other people while you walk right past. So if this saved you a future baggage fee, or just made your next trip feel way less stressful, do me one quick favor and hit that subscribe button, because the very next video is how I find flights so cheap it honestly feels a little bit fake. Drop your single biggest packing struggle down in the comments, the one thing you can never seem to leave behind, and I will genuinely reply with a fix for it. And if you've already pulled off one bag travel, tell me where you went so the rest of us can get inspired. Now seriously, go book something. One bag, 0 fees, no baggage claim, no stress. Let's get you out of here and onto a plane. I'll catch you in the next one.